breakfast? The most important meal of the day, or just bullshit?
Growing up, I hated breakfast. I wasn't hungry, I didn't want to bother, and I would much rather sleep in than have a sensible portion of cereal.
But once I started working the daily grind, I grew to love breakfast. I'd have a productive morning, and I wouldn't be starving at 11:30 and house a foot-long sub and feel sick the rest of the day. So now I'm going to show you my favorite breakfast, soup.
Soup? For breakfast?
Get the f*** out! F*** off! Just get out of here! Remember, it's your kitchen, and you make the rules. This breakfast soup is a creamy, smoky chestnut soup. It's based on a recipe that my Aunt Cindy makes every Thanksgiving. Well, now I cook Thanksgiving because it's too expensive to fly home. Last year, I had so much soup left over, I started bringing it with me to work for breakfast. And it was perfect. Smoky like bacon, filled with tons of great veggies and satisfying nut protein. It's like a hot smoothie, but not disgusting. It's everything you want for your first meal of the day, but with memories of your favorite holiday. Our first step is to make garbage veggie stock. As I cook throughout the week, I save any knobby ends of carrots, wilted herbs, onion peels, and put into a storage bag in the freezer. When I'm ready to cook, make my soup, I just take it out and plunge it into boiling water. Cook for anywhere between 10 minutes and an hour, and your stock is ready. Now, you can also use those bouillon cubes, that's fine, but you want to avoid anything in a jar or a can or a box because those are so expensive and filled with preservatives and never worth it. Our next step is chopping up our celery, carrots, and onion for our mirepoix. That's French boys. You can do your knife work by hand, or you can use the attachment on your food processor. It can be messy, doesn't matter. It's all getting blended in the end.
We're all gonna die? Even my baby?
You're gonna heat up your pot and then pour in some olive oil. You'll let that heat up for about a minute, and then you're gonna throw in your veggies. You'll cook these for about 5 minutes until they're brown. Now we're going to add our herbs. Thyme, which you can get anywhere, and chervil, which is a sensitive French oregano, which I buy on the dark web. You can also use regular oregano too, that's fine. We're also gonna use liquid smoke. Liquid smoke I was scared of for a long time for absolutely no reason. It's essentially the essence of burning wood infused into water, which you can buy for $2 in the barbecue seasoning packet aisle of the supermarket. Super easy. You want to use just a little bit because a little goes a long way. Just a couple drops there. Thyme, some salt, and our pepper, and we'll give it a stir. Add a cup or two of white wine, or rosé if you're randy, and let it come to a boil. The alcohol will cook off, but if your diet doesn't allow it, like paleo or sobriety, just leave it out. Next, we're going to add our nuts. You can buy these pre-cooked, pre-peeled chestnuts year-round at certain supermarkets. Think Middle Eastern and Chinese places. If you're not sure, you can always call ahead. You know calling? Like on the phone? The one time I tried to peel and roast my own chestnuts, I almost bled to death. We're also gonna add a cup of cashews. Once these are cooked and puffed up and blended, they make the soup light and creamy. Pour in our veggie stock. Now cover it. On high, you're going to bring your soup to a boil, and then once it's boiling, you'll turn it to low and set your timer for 45 minutes. This technique of sauteing vegetables, adding protein and stock, is the basic technique for making any soup. Congratulations, you just leveled up on your cooking knowledge. soup's on. We have 2 last steps to complete the soup. The first is to blend it. I'm going to use an immersion blender just because it's the easiest, but you can use whatever blender you have. You want it to be the consistency of a canned cream soup, but obviously this is way better. We have 2 final ingredients that will bring this soup from an A to an A+. First, toasted and ground hazelnuts, yummy, and the next is bourbon. Oh yeah. There you have it, folks. Chestnut soup, aka breakfast soup, aka the best part of waking up. The only difficult thing about this recipe is making it last all week, so good luck. Now go feed yourself.